So, what if I told you that the ultimate blueprint for a high-performing team wasn't developed in a boardroom or some Silicon Valley startup, but by three monks in a forest about 2,500 years ago? Okay, let's dive into this, because their secret is probably more relevant today than it has ever been.
You know that feeling, right? That incredible, effortless flow where everyone is just perfectly in sync. It's super rare, it's powerful, and honestly, it feels kind of magical when it actually happens. Well, these guys achieved a level of teamwork so profound, so perfect, it was said that the heavens themselves took notice. But how they did it? Well, that's a story that gets a little lost in translation. So today, we're going to uncover the original meaning. So, our story kicks off when the Buddha visits three of his disciples, Anuruddha, Nandiya, and Kimbila, who are living together out in a forest. He sees this incredible peace they have and asks them a very, very specific question. Now, this is the central mystery we're trying to solve. The Buddha isn't just asking, hey, how do you guys get along so well? He's asking about the mechanism, the secret behind a harmony so complete that they seem to have merged into one, just like milk and water. The monks, at first, give a very practical, very logical answer. It's the kind of thing you might read in a modern productivity blog, and yeah, it's a great start. Their system is brilliant, something any modern efficiency expert would love. It's all about selflessness and smooth operations. First person back from town gets everything ready, the last person cleans up, they even use hand signals so they don't have to talk. It's a perfect workflow. And it is a great system. But the Buddha's question was way deeper than that. He didn't ask about their chore chart. He asked how they became like milk and water mixed. See, this practical answer, it's just the surface. The real magic is in the source code. And this is where things get really fascinating. To understand their secret, we've got to go beyond our modern English translation and look at the original words in the Pali language. We're going to use a kind of linguistic insight, it's called Nirodha, to get to the root meaning and see the real picture they were trying to paint. So check this out. The Buddha asked how they were samaga, which we just translate as harmonious. But that word, it doesn't just mean getting along. The original meaning paints a much, much more powerful picture. Let's break it down. Sama means same. Aga means peak or summit. So they aren't just being friendly. They are literally standing together on the exact same mountaintop. They're sharing a single, completely unified vision. It's a totally different level of alignment. Okay, let's look at the next term, because it builds on this idea. That phrase, like milk and water mixed, is a nice image, but the original Pali, Nirodha-samāpatti, is way more radical. It's not just about mixing two things together. It's about transformation. I mean, this is brilliant. Kira is milk, Udaka is water, and the key part is bhuta, which means to become. Think about it. Once you mix milk and water, you can never separate them again. They've become a totally new, single substance. This is total fusion. So they're on the same peak, and they've literally become one substance. The huge question is still, how? What was the actual mental technique they were using to pull this off? Well, the monk Anuruddha explains it, point blank. And this right here is the heart of it all. I set aside my own mind. He says, yeah, we have different bodies, but our minds have become one. But again, that phrase, set aside, is such a gentle, soft translation for something that is incredibly powerful. The original Pali is sakam chittam nik kipitwa. Setting aside sounds kind of passive, right? But the actual meaning is an aggressive, decisive action. It really means to throw your own way of thinking to the ground. That root verb, nikipati, means to cast off, to throw down, even to shatter. So this isn't about compromise. This is a radical act of cognitive surrender. Each monk is actively demolishing his own ego, his own viewpoint, in order to fully merge with the group's single mind. That's how they all reached the same peak. Now, this level of unity was so rare, so incredibly powerful, that its effects weren't just felt there in the forest. According to the story, news of what they'd achieved started to spread upward. First, the spirits of the earth heard about it. Then they told the celestial kings. From there, the news just traveled up, through level after level of heaven, all the way to the highest realms imaginable. Their internal state of perfect teamwork was literally creating ripples across the entire cosmos.
So, what does this 2,500-year-old story actually mean for our teams, our companies, our communities today? Let's try to distill this ancient wisdom into a modern blueprint.
First off, a great system for doing chores is nice, but it's not nearly enough. The foundation is a mindset. Real harmony isn't just about not fighting. It's about every single person striving for the exact same peak. And to get there, you have to take that really difficult step. You have to actively throw down your own ego to merge with the team's shared mind, to become a new, single, unified substance.
So, the next time you're in a team meeting, think about this. Your team has a goal, a mission statement, sure. But are you all truly, deeply climbing to the exact same summit? Or are you maybe just on different parts of the same mountain, fighting for your own path to a peak that only you can see?